Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel The Indian Dev, and I am Ayush. So guys, as you can see that in this video we're gonna discuss about the React components. As we all know that React components are the basic building blocks of any of the website. Like if you are looking at any of the website, like this is Instagram, and if you are looking at this, then you should think each and everything as a component. Like this is the header component, this is the profile description component, this is the profile picture component, this is highlights component, this is all about the posts and some other stuff. So you can see the everything is a component, every post is a component, and it is again a repetitive and reused components. So these are the things that we're gonna discuss about component in this particular video. But if you guys are new here, then please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel The Indian Dev. Now let's move forward with the concept of components. But before that, as we have discussed that in any website everything is a component, so from now onwards we will be looking at any website and just think of the modularity, or we can we can say that the component wise destructuring of any website that we can now we can do that easily. So let's discuss, or let's focus on the basics of components, that what is component. So components describe a part of the user interface. It's pretty much clear that it's describing the header. If this is the header component, then we will call it as a header component as per its definition, because it's describing that all the things that need to be on the header, it should be on the header. Next thing is components are the building blocks of any React application. That's pretty much right. From the very beginning, of the application, that is we can say the index.js file, you can have a look that everything is a kind of a component. This is if I ignore this React script mode as of now, so I have removed this strict mode. Now if you can have a look on this particular code, then you will see that we are just rendering an app component to the HTML document. So this is the only component that is responsible for rendering the web application over the web browser. So here you can see that this app is a component. Now we are clear that the basic building block of any React application is component. Now we can say that on the third point, if you can look, that components are reusable and can be nested inside another component. So again with the example of the Instagram, yeah, you guys can follow me over Instagram with I'm having my Instagram handle as the Indian Dev. You can have a look at that here. So here you can see that this is, if I talk about this post component or the thumbnail of the post component, then it is being reused again and again and again in a same format. So we need not to write the HTML code again and again for each component. We will be writing a code for this particular component, and that will be used depending on the data. And the next thing was that component can be nested inside one another. So if I talk about this whole website or this whole web page, then there must be some kind of, we can say, the profile component, in which we are having this header component, right? If I talk about this particular profile detail segment, or we can say profile detail component, then there is the username, the edit profile. So these are specific and different components that has been nested into a parent component, or we can say the container. So yeah, the fact is exactly correct, that components are reusable and can be nested inside another component. Now the next thing is, there are two types of components: the functional component and the class-based component. So as the terminology suggests, that functional components are the basic components that has been created using the functions, and the class-based components are the components that has been created using the classes. Now if you can have a look here, this is the functional component, because it's defined under the function. So this is the functional component. So when React was launched, or we can say when React was in early stage, we can have we all were focused on the class based components, because if I talk about some terminology like state that we will be discussing in our next videos, then that some of the features were not available in the functional component. That's why it has been preferred to use a class-based component. But now the time has changed and we have all the capabilities, or we can say the maximum capabilities of function like class-based components into the functional components. That's why people are using the functional components nowadays like in a bigger amount. So yes, this was all about the basics of components, like what is component. So yeah, that's it from this video. And if you like the content of if you are like understanding that what is component, how we're gonna think about components in this React JS development process, then please make sure to like this video. And like if you guys are new here, then make sure to subscribe. Like by liking this video, you are just helping me out to reach to more developers out there in the world. So yes, thank you for watching this video, guys. Thank you very much.